This week on Jeb and Flo, we are talking about what exactly it is that the street parking coaches do. Safe to say that we all wear a lot of hats, but I know that when you hear the word coach, you might have a certain expectation of what that means. We might fulfill that expectation, we might not. But one thing's clear, it would be a good idea for us to all get on the same page as far as what a street parking coach does, how we can best be of service to you. Welcome back to Jeb and Flo here on the Street Parking Podcast channel. Let's take a moment, get clear, get focused, get present. Close your eyes if you can, sit up straight. Take a deep, slow breath in. A long breath out. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your jaw. Another breath in, even deeper. Feel your belly, your rib cage, your chest expand. Let it out slow. One more, just like that. Pause at the top. Slow breath out. Blink your eyes open. Here we go, episode 59. Kind of around the new year, I wanted to continue to welcome all of the new members that we've been getting here in the street parking community, and also just fill you in a little bit because there's so much stuff. There's so much content and resource and information and staff and everything. It can be pretty overwhelming at first. So hopefully this will be an episode that you can come back to and get a lot out of. But I want to talk about what is the role of a street parking coach, because that is something that might get misunderstood. And it's a role that has largely evolved since it was created back, when was it created? Back in, I guess 2019. So a year and a half ago or something like that. So it's gone through quite an evolution, as it will continue to do. But I was talking with Miranda the other day and was like, how would you describe what a street parking coach is? If you had to either do an elevator pitch or talk to somebody on the street or a brand new member, what would you tell them that they can expect from their street parking coach? And there was four things that we really do: guide, educate, inspire, and engage. So we will guide our members, our community, through the resources that we provide in order to customize the experience for their particular lifestyle or needs. That lifestyle, those needs might be different between different people. And with a community of 30,000 plus people, it's surely going to be different. So we might guide people differently, but that's sort of our job. We're a bit of a tour guide in the amusement park that is street parking. Educate members on all things health and fitness related. And this includes mental, physical, and emotional health and fitness. Inspire. We want to inspire you. And the way that we do that really is leading by example, being a role model, trying to practice what we preach in action and attitude. I like to think of us as amplifiers, signal boosters of this community. And there's such a, when you're in it, when you've been in it for a little while, it's such a clear vibe what it is the street parking is all about. But when you're brand new, or when you're looking at it from the outside, it may not be so clear. And so the more little beacons or conduits that we have of this message resonating within the community, then the quicker you'll be able to kind of pick up on what that vibe is. And essentially this is your place, and this is your time to work out, and this is your program. and we want you to make it work for you. And we are here to help you be able to do that. Lastly, you have engage. And engage is huge, especially in an online fitness community. And so we'll engage through encouragement, through listening, through silliness, and sometimes through tough love. And we generally are engaging electronically, either on some social media platform, via email. When you sign up, you'll get an email from a coach that you get assigned to, and they'll address some of the initial goals that you have, check in with you, make sure that you're off on the right foot. And we'll touch back on some, more kind of aspects of those 4 things, but those are the big things: guide, educate, inspire, and engage. That's what we are here for. I think it's really important to know also what we are not, because the term coach means something when you hear it. And we want to make sure that you have the right expectations of what it is that we do. So first of all, I want to be very clear that the street parking coaches are not salespeople. We are not here to sell you on anything. We don't really talk to you until you've signed up already. You're already here. And we don't try to upsell you on anything. There is like a couple of things that you could purchase additionally within the program, nutrition related, postpartum related, but we're not going to try and push that on you. We can answer your questions or point you to the right people if you do have questions and want to learn more. But that's basically it. So you can know that if we engage with you, we don't have some ulterior motive. We're not trying to push some other thing on you. And I think that's important to remember. We're also not judges. If you come from a competitive fitness background, we're not going to no-rep you. We're not super hardcore enforcers of standards of movement. Unless we see stuff that's unsafe, we might tell you it's unsafe. That's where the tough love comes in. But we're not going to say that that doesn't count. You didn't do the workout right. You need to go heavier. You need to go faster. We're not going to tell you any of that. That's for you to figure out on your own. We are not personal trainers. So we don't do individualized program design. We're not going to go back and forth with you every day on movements, video analysis, and that kind of thing. And that's a little bit of a gray area, because in our Facebook group, it's amazing. And I hope that if you've never done this, that you would give it a shot. And don't be shy, because everyone has some way that they can improve their movement. But people will put up videos of themselves doing movements in the Facebook group, and it's really great because we get to offer feedback. And I can promise you this: if you have some kind of an issue with the way that you move or perform a certain exercise, there's a lot of other people that have that same issue too. And if we can help correct that issue for you and give you some tips and some pointers and some resources to point you to, then we're not only helping you, but we're helping a lot of other people in the community too. And you're the one that has catalyzed that by posting that video. So when you post videos in our Facebook group asking for help, you're actually helping a lot of other people too. And we encourage that. Sending mad amounts of DMs and emails of your movement every day, at some point we have to draw the line there, because we just don't have the bandwidth to be doing that for everybody. And we're not going to, because that sort of violates our mission, which is to, make a very accessible fitness program for everybody. And so we don't want to hire a bunch of coaches that are doing movement analysis all day and then have to raise our prices and all of that stuff. It's not what we're about, and our stuff's really not that technical. Anyways, the last thing I wanted to say, very, very important, we are not doctors. We're not doctors. So we cannot offer medical advice. We cannot diagnose a movement, and we can't really, if you say, I hurt my back, I can't walk, what should I do? We're going to tell you to go to the doctor. And if you say you just had hip surgery, how can I modify a squat? We're going to say, talk to your doctor, talk to your physical therapist. Over the internet, we really can't tell you with such limited information what to do. So just keep that in mind. I know that you want to look to us because we can give you some kind of insight into the way that you move and whatever. You don't have to go make an appointment at a place and blah, blah, blah. But, ethically, professionally, I think legally, we just can't do certain things. Now, that being said, we want to help as many people as we possibly can. And we have a lot of resources to be able to do that. Those resources right now may not be the easiest things to find. And we are working on that. We're constantly trying to develop not just what we offer, but the way that it's all laid out. And I'll tell you, we got some really exciting stuff in store for 2021 that's going to make things just so much cleaner and simpler and easier. And I can't wait. And that's all I can really tell you right now. But be patient, be excited, because we've got good things in store. So the thing that I like to think about is that we want to teach you to fish. We don't want to catch fish for you. And we don't want to just feed you fish. We want to teach you the fish. And in order to do that, it's kind of a give and take. Help us help you. And one of the best ways is to start poking around. Start looking around the website. Start looking around the community. And start checking out some of these places that we have information available. And then let us know if you still have questions. Let us know if it's really hard to find the stuff or if the stuff you're looking for isn't there. And then we can make it better and we can tell you how to find it if it is there. So here's what I want you to do. This would be like the action item for the week. I want you to just check out some of these coaching resources. Make sure that you follow the Street Parking Coaches on Instagram because we're always putting up tips. And you can follow on Facebook too. And we'll put the handles of everybody in the show notes here so that you can go give them a follow. But we have all kinds of tips on warm-ups, recovery, how to be consistent, nutrition stuff, sleep, actual movements, how to approach workouts, all kinds of stuff. In our Facebook group, a lot of people don't know about this, but there's a topics section. And in those topics, there is coaching tips. And there's like hundreds, almost let's say definitely over 100, probably close to 200 tips on specific movements and some mobility type stuff, maybe how to approach certain workouts, that kind of thing. So if you have a question about a movement, you can look in that coaching tips section and scroll through and probably find 6 or 7 tips on each movement. And some are from me, some are from Coach Alex, so you get kind of a different vibe. And I think it's cool if you go follow all of the coaches, you'll find that we all have different styles, we have different things that we're really passionate about, and different ways of communicating. So you might vibe with one of us better than you vibe with another. And that's why we have a diverse group of coaches so that we can really, connect with a lot of people. And that's basically what it is. So the other thing, if you're new, you'll get these unlocked newsletters dripping out to your inbox. But I know sometimes, for me, it's hard for me to read emails that I know are not absolutely essential. They're all on the members only website under Learn Unlocked. I would highly recommend that you check out some of those newsletters because they're very, very valuable. And we'll actually talk about one of those particularly next week. We've been doing another podcast / YouTube video, live YouTube every week called the Coaches Roundtable. You might check out some of those either on the Street Parking YouTube channel or on the audio streaming podcast platforms. That was really a mouthful. Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So there's a ton of stuff. Check that stuff out. Let us know if there's something that you want us to do or see or bring to the community. We're here to help. We want to teach you to fish. We want to guide you, educate you, inspire you, engage with you. And we're really, really excited for all of these new people. We're excited to get to know you. Excited to have you check out more episodes of this podcast. Let's call it a week. Let's call it a show. You guys have a really great week. I love you. I will talk to you soon.